Good morning. It's Denise Boothby here, Franklin, Tennessee. And throat sounds a little funny because I've had the flu that's been going around, and so I've kind of been in the house and finally ready to get out of the house, and we get one of our snowstorms. You may wonder, does it ever get snow in Tennessee? Do you ever get any snow in Franklin? And not much, I have to say. Growing up as a child, I used to get quite a bit of snow. It's like every winter you would get, maybe 6-inch snow, 4-inch snow, 3-inch snow. You'd miss some school. We'd sled down the hills outside. Whole neighborhood school shut down. It was so much fun. No one salted the roads back then, so you could everyone just stayed home, and you would get the sleds out, and everyone from the neighborhood would come and sled down the street. You didn't have to worry about cars, and it's a lot of fun, good memories. But as I've gotten older, we get less and less snow here. So what we have right now, it was huge. We had over 8 inches. I don't know if I hardly ever remember any snows with 8 inches, but we only get these big snows, it seems, about every 10 years, maybe. It seems like it's even been longer since we've had a really big one like this. And usually we get ice. That's the thing that happens to us here in Tennessee, is ice falls, or you'll get a little lower snow, a layer of ice and snow. People wonder why you can't drive around here on it, because you can't control a car on ice. It's tough. And so it's unusual. This time the snow came, it was just powder. It was a little hard to even make snowmen at first, and then it kind of melted, hardened, all that. So but I thought I would give you, in the event you're here and one of those 10 years and it does snow here for you, I'll give you a few tips on what we do here in Tennessee for snow recommendations. One is, like, I have a swim pool. You may have seen some of my swim pool videos about swimming pools. Fortunately, you put the boxes there on timers, so the pump will run 24/7. You got to keep that water flowing and moving. As long as you do that, the lines don't freeze up. Now, my waterfall that I have over there is turned off. We winterize that. I don't winterize my pool. I just don't like the mess it makes. I don't like the cleanup afterwards. I enjoy looking at it year round, and it's nice enough here. I can usually keep it open. So the automatic pump's keeping it running, keeps that from freezing up. So that's good. My water has gotten a little low, so fortunately we were able to get the hose pipe going. We've been having like below zero temperatures. It's been like, well, not really below zero, I guess, with the wind chill, but 1 degree, 4 degree, 3 degree. It's cold enough for me. And we usually get that. That's not unusual. We'll get that every year, but not this many days. And then usually when it ends, it stops, and it doesn't, it doesn't last this long and keep repeating itself. The other thing is, usually if we do get a lot of snow, it'll be like 50 degrees the next day and it melts. So we've had this for about a week. So it's quite unusual. And beautiful. I do love the snow. But there are things, again, that we have to do to prepare for it. So we do know some things. Like right here, I'm going to show you. This is, I had to turn the hose pipe on today, but you always get these styrofoam covers. Put them over your hose. Now this is like a no freeze. Tell you, I'm shooting my video myself because I have to keep turning the camera around. But this is for a no freeze function. That helps. I don't trust that alone. We get these styrofoam covers, little hoods, and put on, and that takes care of the outdoor pipes. Make sure they don't freeze. Just don't want freezing pipes. Biggest thing what we have out here is a issue with freezing pipes. Oh my goodness, what is going on out here? Oh my goodness, have we just caught me with a busted pipe? Okay, that's frozen. I can't get out of my gate. What in the world is happening over here? This is a problem. Oh my, what's happening here? Oh geez, what is this? What has happened? Oh my, this is frozen at home. That's why my pool's losing all this water. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Okay, well, I gotta fix that because I can't get the water in this pool fast enough. That thing froze and broke last year when we had it. And now it seems to be freezing again. May have to look for another solution for the pool and the chlorine situation. Okay, well, I'm glad I brought you around this way. We got to see a few things there, didn't we? Always something on a house to take care of. So, yeah, anyway, inside the house, people right now are complaining they have heat pumps. Glad I have a regular heater in my house. Hey, those heat pumps, just hard to keep your house cool. People are complaining they can't get the temperatures over 50 degrees in the house. People are running their fires, and everything, trying to keep warm inside, trying to keep the temperatures up above 40, 50. Heat pumps don't handle it when it's this blistering cold out that we have. Now, as far as driving, what we do with the roads here, they will often put down like a little salt solution, and they'll scrape the roads pretty quick. But like this time, when you have these exceptionally really bad snows, our main road out there on the highway, they hadn't bulldozed, swept, nothing. I had to get out and go get a prescription first day out. 8 inches of snow thick. It was like a white blinding snow, and you just had to look at the mailboxes on each side of the road to make sure you weren't going toward a ditch. That was the first day. And so you got to think also, because we get so little snow, there's not a lot of people here know how to drive in it. Think about 10 years ago, people that were 15 years old are now 25 and they're out there driving in this. And the people before that, so they've never driven in the snow. Now you got the people that are 35. They've maybe driven in one of our bad winter snows once when they were 25. So not a lot of experience because there's not a lot of opportunities for people to learn how to drive here. A lot of people from the north come and aren't expecting to have the ice situation so bad. So that can change things. So a few things. One, get some cover up your windshield so you're not having to scrape it or melt the ice off of it. You know, even if it's just plastic trash bags, something so you can rip those off, and it really makes it a lot easier when you go out to get in your car to not have all that snow and ice built up on it. You just yank it right off. It's been a real help. Other things, tips for driving in the snow. Because I learned when I was younger, when we were getting a lot more snow, had a little more practice than most people. But if you can go into manual drive on your vehicle, one, you want to have a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. I wouldn't even try to get out there if you don't. You're just kind of kidding yourself out there with all the hills we have in Tennessee. So, but if you do have the two-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive or the 4-wheel drive, it depends. You know, put some weight in. If it's a van or truck, you can always throw in some weight into the back of your bed. Get some weight in that vehicle. You want to help weight it down. Other things are, you want to put it into a manual mode if possible. Like I'm driving right now, I had sold my Ford F-150, and I've got a Toyota Sienna all-wheel drive minivan, and I just put that thing into manual drive, and I start it in first gear, and I pop it to second. And that's what you got to do when you're going up a hill. You have to maintain. This is the secret. Any hill slope, this is where everybody screws up. They let off the gas or something, or they accelerate. You can't accelerate really hard because they get your wheels spinning. If you slow down, you lose your momentum. You have to stay consistent. Get in your second gear, go up that hill, and just keep going. If you don't have a manual, put it down in low. You've got to get your car down in low. Get it to really pull and grab. And then keep the speed consistent. Don't stop. Bunch of people on the hill all screwed up all over the place. You be ready. When you start up that hill, you better know you can get to the top. There's not going to be anything that's going to stop you. That's where people get in trouble. If you've got a car, not many people drive cars anymore with clutches, but if you've got one with a standard shift, don't change gears in the middle of going up a hill. You lose your traction. You can't do that. No, you have to stick your gear, stay in it, be consistent, get all the way up the hill, keep the speed the same, and you'll be fine. That's that simple. Just that simple. It works quite easily. So anyway, that's pretty much the thing about driving. Don't hit your brakes. Downshift your gears. Downshift low to lower. Go from fourth to third to second. Downshift. Don't brake. And if you need to and you start to slide, it's hard to control that car. But anytime you can grab a little dirt on the side of the road, it might help you get a little control back. So anyway, I think that's the most of the tips. I'm feeling like I've got to get myself over here. I got a big water leak to fix. So I better get over to that right now. But I just want to share with you what goes on in snow. You have any more questions for me about my opinion on how to handle snow and cold weather in Tennessee, you can just give me a call, send me an email, send me a text, and I'll be happy to share with you any more of my thoughts of things that you can do around to help with winterizing your home, swimming pools, and your life. Thanks. Bye-bye.